I'm joined by Dan, and that's the ShopTo Gaming Show, episode 22.
Hello.
It's all happening this morning. Hold on, I'm still half asleep here. Right, okay. Anyway.
Be special.
What
What are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Are we on Twitch? Are we on Twitch again today?
We're live on Twitch.
Are we?
It's a regular occurrence now.
Cool.
Although you look like this big giant, and I look like this little. I need to get bigger. I need to.
Well, if people actually saw us in real life next to each other, I think that's quite a correct kind of way of doing it, because you are a very small man.
I'm small. I'm small compared to you. Look, I look bigger now. There we go. I've matched up to you.
Actually, yeah, I'm massive on that screen. So I'm actually finally decided to put the Twitch on.
Anyway, hello. Welcome
Hello.
everyone. This is the ShopTo Gaming Show. You can watch us live on Twitch right now, like you're probably doing. Or, as always, you can listen on YouTube and iTunes. So, the choice is yours, and that's a good thing. Okay, so we'll talk about gaming news in a minute. What you been up to?
What have we been up to?
Yeah.
Oh, gaming. I had a whole week off work, so it's been Dark Souls 3 pretty solid, which personally is a great holiday well spent, I think.
And is that it?
That's it. That really was it. I saw went to the cinema, had a nice big Chinese, and then from morning until night played Dark Souls. I organised some comics for a bit as well, because I'm a bit of a comic freak, and the collection got a bit out of hand. No, otherwise just purely gaming on Dark Souls 3. I tried Destiny update and turned it off after about an hour. There you go.
Okay, yeah, I've been playing Ratchet and Clank, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
We'll get to that later. It's time for the gaming news. Yeah, because we always got the gaming news, don't we?
It's a fair bit again, I think, isn't it?
It's our favourite part. Right.
It's the only part, isn't it?
It is. Okay, game news. Right, well, I kind of done this yesterday, right? So, I've not got this morning's news, and I've wrote a ton of news this morning, actually. I've wrote loads and loads.
You've been working this morning.
Oh, God. Have I?
I thought you just walking around in your pyjamas all day at home.
No. As if I'm in my pyjamas. Anyway, so, right, there's been tons of game news this morning, so before we get to the stuff from the past, let's do what's now. Right, one of the thing now that came this morning, I'm never going to be able to say this name, but Tinjani Babangadia is coming back to PES. He's one of the fastest players ever in PES, and he's back for a limited time. So those who play PES and have got a sort of bit of nostalgia for it are probably quite excited to see him back for a limited time. He's just one of the fastest ever players. I mean, when I used to play Master League in PES, and you would eventually get your players, and he's one of the first you'd always choose because he's really fast. So yeah, it's nice.
I mean, PES, this is the thing. This is the little candy thing which you like flip the head open and a bit of candy pops out. Yeah.
No, we're talking about Pro Evolution Soccer.
Football. Oh.
So
yeah.
let me just say good morning if you're joining us live on Twitch. If not, remember
Morning.
you can watch us on YouTube later on. So that'll be fun. Okay, more news from this morning. We'll get to the rest of the news in a bit. Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Daughter got its first gameplay trailer. So check that out on the site. Now, I know you're quite a fan of the Sherlock Holmes games, aren't you? And I'm hearing good things about this new one.
I played one pretty solid with the missus on that would have been the Xbox 360, I believe. It was really good. I think one came out after that, which I've not touched on yet. I believe it was on Xbox Live, one of their free games a couple of months ago, and that's on the hard drive, ready to play one day. I really rate them. They're very different sort of pace of game. I think they capture the world of Sherlock quite well, the Victorian kind of the dark, smoky streets and the little urchins running around, and some quite interesting characters. It's quite seeped in that kind of world, and it's very different to games you'd normally play. I've no idea about this new one, unfortunately. I might have to watch that trailer, I think.
Yeah, well, it was right. More news from this morning. Alien Nation got a video which just introduced the sort of classes that are coming to the game. So, I mean, Alien Nation's from the people who make, what is it called? Resogun and Super Stardust HD and plenty other games. But I mean, people are quite...
I'm thinking an old Sega game here. I take it that's nothing to do with that. That's Alien Syndrome, isn't it? No. Sorry.
So Alien Nation...
Too early.
The classes that have been introduced is basically ones, the sort you would expect. The Bio Specialist, which is a support class that can heal our players, as well as like traps. The Tank is used for frontline assault, and there's the Saboteur, who can sort of go invisible and use a sword to cut through enemy lines, as well as being able to call in airstrikes. So, and there's a wee video as well, which you could play, but I won't.
What sort of game is it? Sorry.
It's like a top-down sort of action-y game. If you think of the other games, there was another one they done. What was it called again? Oh, it's totally left my head. The other game they done, but it's a sort of top-down one, and you would go along and play in co-op and all shoot each other, and it's kind of similar in style to that.
Okay.
Dead Nation.
Oh crikey!
Yeah, took me a while. Come back in my head, but yeah, it's sort of similar in style to that. So yeah, I'm sure it's called Dead Nation. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure that's what it's called. Final Fantasy IX arrives on Steam today. What's IX? Is that what, 6 or 4 or 9?
9.
What do you Roman numerals? What's Roman numerals? Roman numerals?
9. Rocky 9, Alien's Revenge. As I remember it.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't remember that one, so it's completely...
No, I must admit, I think that would have been a PS1 game, if I'm right in thinking, because 7 was the big one, wasn't it?
Someone on Twitch is telling us that IX is 9. Yeah, thanks very much. We figured that one out, but...
I was letting him talk just to really embarrass himself.
I don't remember 9. I don't really remember many, but I've never been
no films have gone that far, have they, really? So what's the point in not knowing it?
Okay, what else this morning? There was a new Homefront video, but probably the biggest news, which wasn't this morning, it was last night, but I don't have it written down, is just some word on the EA Battlefront, the new upcoming content from the Season Pass, Cloud City.
A bit of Lando.
And also... there's some other stuff, free editions coming, like new in-game events, more double score weekend stuff, new hut contracts so you can unlock new star cards like the Berserker trait, which sounds interesting, and they're saying more new content, which is going surprises in store. There's one of the interesting things about this is they say, especially for those who have been clamouring for ways to have more options to enjoy Star Wars Battlefront offline. So that could be interesting. And there's also some word on the Season Pass, this Cloud City, saying that you'll be able to play Fighter Squadron in Cloud City. So
that'd be cool. That'd be very cool.
That'd be really cool. And Lando, yeah.
The thing is, I mean, the thing with Fighter Squadron is, I mean, it's the same game, but you just
exactly.
The land below you is a bit different. The map doesn't change because it's in the sky, unless they put actual hazards like Cloud City in the way. That'd be quite a cool idea. But otherwise, it's just you're in the sky fighting and there's stuff going on down.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's a fun mode. I know. The thing is, are people still playing this? Because I was chatting to a few people the other day, and they're having trouble getting onto servers just to find the full game.
I don't know. I've played a bit.
I'm sure there's. When this content comes out, it'll kind of revitalise it, but I'm sure.
Guando's a good hero to add, I think. Dengar, I'm not so sure about. He's the one with nappy in his head, isn't he?
He's a good character, though. I like him. In the old expanded universe, he was quite a cool character. He's always one of my favourites. Yeah,
so that's this morning's news. It's got breaking news. It's got news at 10.
Fingers on the pulse, isn't it?
Fingers on the pulse. This is Joe Anderson, gaming news at 10. Thank you.
I'm glad I turned my TV off so I can't see that on my Twitch stream. Because,
it was good. Anyway, so it's gone with this game news. Okay, I won't bother going through this because I'll never find it all. But basically, one of the things I've got up here is that the BAFTA Game Award winners were announced now.
Ah,
if you
yes.
remember last week, if you weren't watching last week, I'll just catch you up. Basically, Dan gives about four.
Wee little challenge.
4 that I had to guess the winners, and I got 3 right.
Oh, well done.
Okay, so the BAFTA winners. Hold on, let me just get it up. I won't bother getting it up on the website because it's just...
Because you didn't win the things, they don't care really, do you?
No. Anyway, so the BAFTA winners. These pop-ups are annoying. Artistic achievement went to Ori and the Blind Forest. Was that one of the ones I had to guess?
No.
No. Okay, you tell me the ones I had to guess.
Don't tell me that, I can't remember, that was last week.
Audio achievement went to Everybody's Gone to Rapture. Best game went to Fallout 4. British game went to Batman Arkham Knight, which is didn't expect that one.
How can you say that when it was just crippled on the PC? That's terrible, isn't it?
I don't know. There was games I would have chose over that, but there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Debut game went to Her Story. Family game. This is one of the ones you said to me because I said I chose Lego Dimensions.
You were for Lego, didn't you? Yeah.
The winner was Rocket League. So
is that a family game? Is that a game where people sit around a TV and play together?
Well, I've done it. My family,
what?
So yeah, must be.
Oh, what? So what you got yourself and your little Joe and your Joe Junior all hanging around playing the games, have you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I didn't realise it was that sort of game.
I got that one wrong, so there we go. I admit that. Game design went to Bloodborne. Game innovation, Her Story. Mobile and handheld went to Her Story. Multiplayer, I chose this one as Rocket League and I got it right, so yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a given, wasn't it now?
Music, Everybody's Gone to Rapture, Until Dawn. Got the winner of original property, which I got
cool.
right. Yeah. And there was a few more. Sports, Rocket League, I got that right. And Story, Life is Strange, wasn't that one I said? I don't remember.
Oh, I need to check out Her Story now because
yeah,
I know nothing about it. So there you go.
It's getting a lot of talk, so it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Oh, by the way, I just want to quick mention. Thanks for your comments on Twitch. By the way, we are watching, but we're also going to be on YouTube and iTunes, so we don't want to distract too much. But we know what you're saying, so we'll try and encourage you when we can.
Oh yeah, we certainly will. I mean, I've not got the feed up on because it's delayed slightly on my screen, so it does frame up a little bit. But yeah, I'm sure Joe will throw some bits and pieces in.
Yeah. Okay. Where was it? Gears of War 4 multiplayer beta kicks off on the 18th of April for those with early access. Now, to get early access, you had to have played the Gears of War Ultimate Edition before April 11, I believe.
Okay.
So you'll be able to play that from April 18 if you did that. If not, you'll be able to play it when it goes public on April 24. So you're not going to miss out. Also, we talked briefly about the PlayStation 3.50 firmware. Now, it turns out that had some hidden features.
Oh.
So, the return of the ability to stream music through a USB drive. Well, you can now also turn off notification message confirming a screenshot was taken. Now, when you take a screenshot, that little camera comes up at the top left-hand corner, I think it is. Well, you can turn that off so it just doesn't come up. So when you take a screenshot, that won't be in the picture, because sometimes the screenshot actually captures that, which is a bit
annoying. I didn't realise that.
So yeah, so that's happened. What else? Other features include the ability to limit the size of parties from 2 to 8 people, and even the ways trophy screenshots are taken have been tweaked as well. So there we go. On the PS4 now supports up to 4 terabyte hard drives. So if you want more space, you can go 4 terabyte now. Although good luck finding a 4 terabyte hard drive that actually fits in your PlayStation 4, because I hear that there's not many of them around.
Actually, I've got to go out shopping today for an Xbox hard drive, I think.
What, an external one?
Yeah, I think it's getting a bit full, I think.
Not for me. Anyway.
No, why not? What have you got then? Have you not extended your hard drive, or do you just delete when you need it?
Not Xbox 360, but I don't really want...
No, Xbox One, not 360.
No, well, whatever. I don't really want external stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's annoying.
Right.
All-in-one entertainment system. Oh, but you need to plug this on the outside.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to get the Sony VR then?
Well, I'll get that.
Oh, I see.
But it's not the all-in-one entertainment system, is it? The Xbox is. Anyway, Fable Legends is now closed.
Yeah, sad news, but I think that was going to happen sooner rather than later, wasn't it? I think they just pulled it. Was it yesterday, I think?
What's that?
I think they pulled it yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, it's refunds are being given. It says, all of us here at Lionhead Studios would like to thank you for participating in the closed beta and being part of the game's development. All stories have to end eventually, but memories of heroic triumphs and villainous plots will last forever. Thank you for your support. You're all legends. So that's quite sad, isn't it?
It is. I'm sure the guys there and girls will be picked up by some other studios. I understand. I think we reported the week about the Drive Club
that's a
team getting dropped, but they've actually been picked up by
Codemasters.
Yes, Codemasters, which is a great side because Codemasters are one of the teams that really focus on racing games. Dirt Rally just came out the other day. That's a fantastic game. So that kind of quality with the coders behind Drive Club, who knows what you're going to get.
Yeah, no, that's really good news actually. So good for that. Also, a bit of news: PlayStation VR is top when it comes to brand awareness, says report. So there you go. According to Super Data, which kind of does a lot of digital stuff, there's a new poll which suggests PlayStation VR is top of people's lists when it comes to virtual reality. Does that surprise you, really?
Well, of course it is. It's because it's Sony. People automatically associate with the brand. I mean, these other ones, is it the Vive or the Vive? I actually can't remember the names now.
The Vive and the Oculus Rift.
Oculus. They're not really going to be in the general sort of the mindset of people. They're not going to be in the focus of people especially because of the money involved in running these things. Whereas Sony, because it's a well-known brand, VR is always going to be a quick one that people recognise, especially when you look on like BBC News and things like that. They're always mentioning these things like that on a click and whatever.
The other thing is
VR is always mentioned, yeah.
The other thing is it's going to be in stores, it's going to be in game and stuff, whereas obviously those other ones are kind of struggling in that respect, aren't they? Okay.
Well, I mean, the Vive one, the setup alone looks incredible. I mean, you need like a spare room just to do it properly, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. I've got another bit of news. I'm not going to mention that yet because I want to talk about it as our topic.
Okay.
So I'll just skip that one for now.
Little dangler. You're dangling bits of juicy news in front of people and not giving it to them.
Yeah. So, where were we? What was I doing? Windows 10 anniversary update for Xbox One is expected at the end of May or the beginning of June. This update is going to introduce the functionality which allows all Xbox One systems to become dev kits.
And so it's a week, didn't we?
What?
We talked about this the other week, didn't we?
Yeah. Also, it's going to introduce Cortana, but I presume you need Kinect to make use of Cortana, don't you? And it's going to make the stores for Windows 10 and Xbox kind of work together a bit more. So,
Right.
So that's coming. There was 20 minutes of No Man's Sky footage shown. I don't know if you saw that, but it just...
I watched that last night at work. I mean, whilst I was not working.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, the only reason I mention it really is because it mentioned that there will be buildings where you can go in and trade and stuff.
Yeah.
And that there'll be relics lying around from another time and stuff.
By the looks of it, from what I understand as you find relics, it slowly teaches you the language of certain races. So
you
the
can
more you find, the more words you learn, and the more words you learn, the better you are at trading, which is a great idea.
Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, I think the more we hear of this game, the more you can see why you'd want to play it. Because at first it was a bit like, well, why would I want to play this?
I think what was a little disappointing was the pace of the on feet. It felt a bit kind of on rails almost. The way the guy was playing it, it felt just a bit rigid and it didn't really feel like a game almost. It felt like just a demo of like its lovely world. It didn't feel like someone was playing it holding a control pad. It didn't have the sort of the nuances of someone twitching left and right and looking around a lot. It just felt so fluid. and that was a bit off-putting, I thought, at first.
It's
I mean,
going
it's
to
going
be
to
an
be an
interesting one.
exciting game to play. I mean, I'm on it on day one for definite on that.
It's not get
just
too
to
long
see.
to go
Yeah, not long.
has it? It's not get too long. Okay, what else we got? Let's have a look. Microsoft has timed and dated its E3 press conference. It's getting that time again. It's getting closer.
Oh my word!
Oh my god, no sleep for me.
I get crazy phone calls from you with too much coffee in your system.
It's happening on 4 p.m. GMT on 4:30 p.m. GMT on Monday, 13th of June.
That's good. So that's at least during the day or something.
So look out for that, because that's going to be exciting. And
any ideas how you're going to cover this at all this year? You're going to just live tweet like have in the past, or you could Twitch it, do reactions? You're just going to knock up news as and when?
We cry and
don't
all
know
that. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be a. Well, it's not too bad for Microsoft, because Microsoft's at 4:30, so Sony's generally at 3 o'clock in the morning. So obviously that's a bit.
I think this one's going to be massive this year. I think this is going to be quite a breakthrough year, I think.
And I don't know how I'm going to manage Sony, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be at a decent time this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank scores showed that the game. Yay! Do you know what the technical issue was, Dan?
What?
In the page with the Ratchet and Clank scores, our Twitch stream's embedded.
Oh, right. That explains that at least. There you go.
Oh, right, I've paused it now. I've fixed it. Joe, technical to the issue. That was really doing. I was just thinking, what's going on? I know. Okay, right, sorry everyone. It's my fault. Push Square, 9 out of 10. Trusted Reviews, 4 out of 5. Video Gamer, 8 out of 10. God's Geek, 8 out of 10. 6 Axis, 10 out of 10. There's some pretty good scores in there. We done our review, obviously, which is the one you should probably listen to the most. Of course. Why
of course.
would you not listen to our
how did you find it?
Basically, I thought it was brilliant. Do you want some choice quotes? Here's some choice quotes. Look at our review. It looks lovely. Here's some choice quotes. Ratchet and Clank may be low in price, but it's high in quality. I like that one. That's a good one. And it's fair to say that this is probably one of the best games we've played this year, if not the best. So there you go. That's what I think.
Who said that?
I did.
Who said that?
I did.
Mm.
Honestly, you need to play it. Trust me, it's absolutely brilliant.
Is it the same game as it was before, but just looking better? A new engine?
No, it's actually got it is the same game before, looking better, but it's also got new planets and it's got new dialogue.
Okay.
And also, for instance, in the very first game, Ratchet and Clank didn't like each other, but in this game, when they meet, they do. So
right. So they kind of just
changes got that, and it looks amazing.
But why would you do that? That's to me that's a bit of a massive middle finger to the people that made the game originally.
I think it's because they realised, why should they hate each other, and it seems to work better that they like each other straight away. My opinion. It's
like with hand shot first. We all know hand shot first.
Yeah, but
why change things?
Yeah, but play it and then you'll know why. It's brilliant. It's a really good game. It's definitely 100%, and other critics agree with me. It's definitely 100% one of the best games released this year. It's probably one of the best PlayStation 4 exclusives to date, I would say.
Cool, that's a good start.
And it looks.
I'll definitely give it a look, because I've not played. I don't think I played the booty one that came out quite some time ago, but I played quite a lot of the other Ratchet and Clank, so I certainly will give this a look. An action platformer never goes amiss, does it really? Not a good one for a while, have we?
The thing that surprises me most is it doesn't cost more. I mean, it's under £28.
That's not bad.
It feels like a big budget title. It feels like it should be worth 40. I just want to apologise again to those listening on iTunes and those on YouTube and those watching Twitch for our technical mess up, or for me being stupid, whatever way you like to put it. So yeah, I just wanted to say apologies. because it's just terrible. I'll learn my lessons.
Unprofessional. There we go.
We are live though. Okay,
And,
right.
we are learning step by step. It's only the second live show we've done, so we're getting there.
I know, geez, we're going on a bit today. Hold on, let's just fly through the rest of the news. Dark Souls is getting its own comic series. You've mentioned the evolution thing. Silly story of the week. I've put silly story of the week because sometimes you come across these stories and you think to yourself, well, that's just silly. And the silly story of the week is that fans are petitioning for San Marino to be included in FIFA 17. Now, San Marino are like an international football team who've won one football game in their entire existence. And people are just petitioning for them to be in there. So I just thought that was funny. Not hilarious, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, you know what? It's a little bit of a nod. Yeah, it's quite funny sometimes.
Yeah, so, right. Here's the news related to the topic. This is the one we're going to talk about.
Oh, yes. Yeah, go on then.
Titanfall 2 has been... We knew it was coming because it's been said,
yeah.
It's been said in EA conference calls and stuff, but it's actually been totally confirmed it's coming. It's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. This is totally confirmed. It's going to have a campaign, which we know, and is it going to be good? Well, I don't know.
What more can they do? I mean, the game looked fantastic. It played really well, but it was bloody boring because they didn't put any effort into the online function, which I feel is the same way Battlefront's going, the Star Wars one. So, I mean, what more can they do? I seem to remember
being the only one who was totally not caught up by the hype, where everybody's going, oh, this is going for the
I remember you were not, and you need to get a lot of stick for that, and who was out there that said that need to, check themselves, because you were right. I mean, I got caught up in it as well.
Yeah, I was totally not getting caught up in the hype because I saw what was in the game and I thought to myself, well, there's not enough there. There wasn't enough content. That was my problem with the game. It was just too shallow, and after a few weeks it was boring because there just wasn't enough to it.
Can't tell the fanboys and girls, if they in their mind, even though they've never played the game, to them it's the best game ever. They'll stand by that and be stubborn about it. We can do it.
But I was right.
It's a shame because, I say, it looked great, it played great, it was fluid. Jumping in and out of your mechs was great fun, but there's something, I don't know what, but it really lacked.
Maps.
Yeah, maybe a bit of content. I'm not a fan of this card system that EA seems to be pushing an awful lot on all their games. I must admit, I find it really changes how multiplayer games work. That the whole leveling up, slowly building your characters. All right, new players are going to be at a disadvantage, but that's the point of a game. You start like in Metroid, in all these other games we've always played. You start really low equipped, no energy, no weapons, and as you play more and more, you get better. Step by step. If you want to buy stuff and use the cheat, where you can pay for it, go ahead and pay for these little things of microtransactions. But this card thing just really doesn't sit with me. And I think it's spoiling a lot of multiplayer games. Yeah. I don't know what your thoughts on that are.
No, I kind of agree. But what I wanted to talk about, really, when it comes to Titanfall 2, is just what we'd like to see over the original. What? Because obviously, my thoughts on the original. My thoughts on the original is it needed a campaign. It just needed one. It needed to be less shallow. It needed more content. It needed. But
what would you do? What would you do with a story? I mean, it'll be like every other Call of Duty ever been made. It'll be you start in the mech gets blown up. You fight a bit without a mech, then you find a new mech. This new mech's better than everyone else's mech, and you win. That'll probably be how it works. And you get that in a lot of games. I mean, how's that going to add more when you played it 100 times before?
Yeah, but the people who work at Respawn worked on the Modern Warfares and stuff. They actually had a good story. So the potential for a story, like Modern Warfare 2 story, for instance, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. So and they're the ones that worked on it. So the potential for a really good story with mechs and stuff, it could be really good if they give it the sort of time and respect it deserves, then I think
I think the multiplayer just needed more depth. I think they made it so it was accessible to everybody, and again, which the thing I'm struggling with Star Wars is it's acceptable to everyone, but there's no real home for people that play it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to be good this time. I think it's coming to all the platforms. It was a good game. I mean, I'm not saying it was terrible. I never ever said it was terrible. I always said it was a decent game, but I just didn't think there was enough to it. And
now, you're saying this is going to be on cross-platform. Do you think this might be one of the first games that may have cross-platform functionality, or is this going to be something?
I don't think that will happen. I think people making them out near a molehill when it comes to this cross-platform stuff. To be honest, I think they're talking rubbish. I think if that ever happens, it's only going to happen with indie titles. I don't think it will happen with
larger AAAs, I suppose you call them. Yeah.
I just can't see that ever happening. That's my personal opinion, obviously, but yeah. But as far as Titanfall's concerned, I just think more content, single player.
I would like more customization on the mech. I think is something that I would really want to see.
It just needs to be a lot more to it. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Okay, another topic I want to talk about, because it's been quite a big thing on people's minds, is that Nintendo NX. Now, there's a lot of talk that the Nintendo NX is going to be more powerful than the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Now, I've got a few things I want to say about this. One, does it need to be? Because it's Nintendo and they don't generally go for power. And two, if it is as powerful, does that mean that they're going to be aiming at third parties? They're basically going to be a PS4 and an Xbox, that they're going to be in that space where the third parties come along and release other games. And if that's the case, do we really need another console that does that when we've already got two which are already fairly similar?
They need more third parties because they've just been wiped away, because since I think EA were one of the bastions of the Wii and the 3DS, and they just drifted away with the Wii U. And as most people, I mean, there's very few games that come out for a Nintendo console that isn't Nintendo or that Nintendo are very closely associated with, which is a bit of a shame because it's a good piece of kit. If it's better than the others, I don't think it's going to make a slight bit of difference. Hopefully, it will broaden the horizon of more games and with more power. I mean, you don't know what their MacGuffin is going to be, what their gimmick will be. Almost, is it going to be revolutionised controllers again? More different sizes of screens, that sort of thing. That may help bring new material to the console that the PlayStation and the Xbox don't have. So it's got potential.
That if the NX is like going for third parties, that they would need the third parties to make games just for the NX, because if they come out with the GTAs of this world and the FIFAs and all that, although it's good for people who own a Nintendo, it's not really good in general, because
the base is already there, because everyone's already got either one or the other. So it's like, why should I buy a Nintendo? I agree. They do need to have exclusives through other companies, which may, upset other gamers. But I think if Nintendo, through my experience with them, they have that hook that makes them stand out from all the others and make the people say, I want to copy that, like Sony have done in the past. Well, there's a copy, but be influenced by like the off-screen gaming, the control pads, that sort of thing. It'd be interesting to see what they offer. I mean, it's too hard to speculate because we have no idea what this console is going to be about until we see it. I think we have a much better idea of what to expect.
I mean, we've got some comments from our people here about the NX from Twitter and stuff. I'm talking to people on Twitch as well, by the way, if you're watching. In general, what do you think the Nintendo NX needs to do to succeed? Now, I mean, I think that's quite an important question. There's a lot of people saying if it is more powerful, they don't care because it's Nintendo and they don't think Nintendo needs to be powerful. They just need to do what they do, bring their games like Mario and Splatoon. Make more games. I mean, I said, how many years have I said for that Nintendo should make new IPs, and they were always releasing Mario all the time. And then they came out with Splatoon, which was completely new.
Yeah.
And it was successful. And I've said for years that's what they should do. So I think
as long as their consoles can compete with what the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 already offer, I think it's important, because that way then they can get a slice of that pie, which is, those games that have your Grand Theft Autos and your Call of Duties, even though they're already on other consoles. The fact that Nintendo can turn around and say, well, we've also got these games coming out and they're the same, or they might have slightly better FPS on it or something like that. But at least they can put themselves in the same area. They can turn around and go, we're getting more money, more people are buying our consoles, more people want to buy this console, because not only do they get Nintendo quality, but they get a grander choice of our games as well, which everyone else is playing.
Yeah, then I don't know. I just think what I think Nintendo sorry, losing my voice. What I think Nintendo NX needs to succeed. They just need to release original IPs and stop focusing. I not got a problem with them focusing on the past, but I just think they also need to focus in the future and release new IPs. But also, I don't necessarily think that the console needs to have a hook like Wii U or Wii, where one was motion control, the other one was a gamepad. It sounds like it will have a hook. It sounds like it's going to be a console, but that'll come with a handheld part that you can then take out. So I think
I'm worried it's going to be just a glorified version of what the Dreamcast had with their little, I don't know if you remember, the little monochrome VM unit that they had that you can plug into the control pads, and then you can take it away and have a little mini Tamagotchi kind of style thing. I hope it's not like that.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we've got some Twitch comments here. Moogle Panda says they definitely need some third-party exclusives. The Wii U shows that they can't sell well Nintendo games alone. They had the right idea with Bayonetta 2, rescuing an IP from not getting a new game. There's plenty of existing dead series they could work with third parties to resurrect and secure as NX titles. That seems a fair enough comment.
Yeah.
I do believe there are plenty of IPs that they could bring back themselves, do a deal and bring back. It could be quite an interesting thing to do. Also, Saint96, he says, I think Nintendo lost the way years ago. If a new console fails, they might end up going the same way as Sega. Now, I don't think that's necessarily true, because I think their handhelds will always stay popular.
Yeah.
And they've got tons of money in the bank, so they're not really like Sega in that respect, I don't suppose. But it's a fair point. I've said before that if this home console doesn't succeed, then I think that's them finished as far as home console goes, personally. I mean, I think they might continue with handheld, but I think if this home console doesn't succeed, I can't see why they would do another one.
I think they'll always throw something new into the mix. I think that's just their style. There'll always be something there.
I'm not sure. But we'll agree to disagree. Okay, what we've played. What have we played? I know what I've played. What have you played?
Well, I say I quickly dipped into Destiny with this update, the April update that came out the other day. Disappointing, as a shame. I think the new strike we completed in about the new set of missions that the game gave you was done in about 20 minutes, and that included the strike, which is a bit disappointing to say the least. I think there's a lot more content there. You've got these new overlays for your armor and stuff like that, and a new way to infuse weapons and things. It's not enough, unfortunately. I know it's free, but it wasn't enough to bring me back for more than an hour. Then what was the point? Otherwise, it has been just solid Dark Souls. Since the servers got switched on over here, it's been great fun, a bit of PvP, helping people out in boss fights and things. So it's actually really just extended an already great experience on that game for me. What about yourself? What have you been playing?
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank, yeah. Did you stream a bit of Dark Souls in the end?
I did stream some Dark Souls.
Or do you want to talk about that because it was that bad?
I did stream some Dark Souls, but I didn't really get past the first boss.
Well done. It's not your cup of tea, though, is it?
No, I tried.
You did try.
But it was fun. I mean, it was fun streaming it with people, people watching, and we were just having a laugh about how bad I was at it, and they're giving me hints how to get past the boss, and I'm like, no, I just can't get past
That's
the
quite
boss.
cool. Actually, to me, that's actually quite a cool experience. People can actually give you live hints as to how to kill someone, because playing this game, I mean, I know it's been out in Japan for a while, but there still wasn't an awful lot about how to defeat certain bosses and things. So it was right struggle at times to figure out just how. In the end, it was just hide in the corner and just shoot from a distance with a bit of sorcery, which to me is a bit cheaty. But there you go.
Yeah. So I mean, that's cool. I mean, Ratchet and Clank's a very good game, like I say, but I've already mentioned what I think about it. I mean, it is a really cracking game. So yeah.
Is there a lot of secrets in that game? I remember the other game. There's like little paths every now and then you could find, and you get extra bits and pieces. Is it a similar sort of idea there? You can sort of go back to the world and find extra bits.
Yeah.
A bit like your Mario kind of games, in Mario 64, where you can complete the game, but then you could really complete it by getting all the coins and stars. Is it a similar sort of idea?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome actually. I mean, there's a lot you can go back to. Even when you're done, there's sort of things, there's little extra missions and stuff you can play. So
you see, that's the sort of game I might actually just play on my Vita on the remote play at work.
Yeah, that's.
You know, if it's a quiet day, he's like, I'll take that with me. Like the PlayStation to work with me with Vita.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I'm quite pleased with it. So, it's just one of the games you can sit down. I would quite like to try it and remote play on the PC. I think.
Of course, yeah. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, so I might give that a go at some point. Okay, so then that's what we've been playing. Let's move on to our final feature, which is
what's out next week.
What's out next week?
Yeah.
Obviously, Ratchet and Clank is out next week. Or not actually, Ratchet and Clank's out in the 22nd. I keep thinking the 22nd of April's next week, but it's not.
A couple of weeks away still. We're nowhere near that yet.
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks away still. So we've got Rugby Challenge 3 coming out on 22nd of April too. So if you like rugby and you like a challenge, and you like
there's a third one.
And you like it free. It's not free, by the way. You need to pay for it. Star Fox Zero, that's coming out on April 22nd too.
Nice. Are we reviewing that? Hint, hint.
Possibly. We'll see. Also, Battle World Chronos. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's Nordic Games, and that comes out on April 26th. Farming Simulator 2017. That's coming out.
Vermin Simulator.
Farming. I was trying to do a farming accent.
Oh.
Army parties. ER.
You're pirate farmer. I think they're quite the thing, aren't they?
I'm going to harvest my corn.
Sarah. Oh my god.
That is funny.
That's terrible.
No, I'm going to get the bits of laughter now. I'm not going to be able to stop laughing. You shouldn't make yourself laugh. That's stupid, isn't it? Right. Okay.
Serious face.
Compose yourself. Right.
Farming Simulator.
Yeah, Farm Simulator. That's out on April 29th.
What's that coming out on out of interest?
That's PC, PS4 and Xbox One. We actually reviewed Farm Simulator 2016. Now, it was alright. It's a bit like Euro Truck Simulator, where you just kind of plod along.
Go to work, essentially. Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of the part of the fun of it, though, because I mean, even though you do plod along, there is a computer game in there, and as much as the more work you do, the more things you unlock. You can start automating the machinery, get farm hands. I liked it. I did enjoy it. I think it came out in the Vita as well, which is great to But no, it's actually, you mock it, but it's one of those games that actually really does work well as a computer game.
No, it's actually alright. I mean, you can mock it just because of what it is, but
Because it's farming sim. It's like, why are you playing this? It's like until you play it,
to
you
be
have no idea.
fair, it's a laugh. It's
Yeah.
just one of these games you can play and it's quite relaxing and you don't have to think about it. You just kind of
Oh
plod
yeah. I mean,
along.
the sound effects are terrible. The graphics don't rock the world. But there's a lot of. I mean, if you do enjoy your tractors and stuff like that, I believe there's a lot of licenses with real world ones as well. So if you get excited about things like that, then you might actually enjoy that side of things. But it's just the gameplay is actually good.
Exactly. Okay, right. Hold on, I was just looking. What was I looking at?
Anything else after Farming Simulator?
I was looking at my shelf. That's what I was doing. Farm Simulator. No, that's it.
That's it. That's it. Well,
That's
what
it.
more do you need after that? I mean, that's put that in. That's it. Yes, you're done.
Okay, no, that's us. We're done as far as news and topics concerned. I just want to say we do live stream at 4 o'clock every day. Live streamed on Monday Ratchet and Clank, and we gave away a copy of the game. So
I saw, yes.
to people watching. Yesterday we live streamed. God, I can't remember what I live streamed. Battleborn, and we gave away. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. We gave away a £10 voucher for ShopTo. Yesterday we live streamed Ratchet and Clank again and gave away a £10 voucher for ShopTo. So today we're live streaming Black Ops 3, and we'll likely have another something to give away possibly.
Nice. I mean, are you getting good feedback with these little freebies to watch?
Yeah, it's all fun, innit? Yeah. And tomorrow, Doom, I think, so that we might have some more prizes then. And keep watching the show every week, because we might have, you never know, might just decide to give something away. I was looking at my shelf there because I saw.
Is there anything you can give away? What old crap have you got there that you can put as a competition?
I'm not giving away anything today, but maybe next week. I was just a comment here before we go. There's a comment from, oh my God, it's Stephen saying, "What are you guys doing?" I'm not sure what he means by that. Maybe he means we're doing a live show with gaming news and chat, or maybe he's going, "What are you guys doing?"
Dude, this is embarrassing. You're just embarrassing yourselves, gamers, and just humans in general. Just stop.
He's asking if I'm Irish. I'm not Irish, I'm Scottish.
Bloody hell.
See how convincing my farming accent was?
You're pirate farmer.
It's our land. Leave our land alone.
Actually, that is really Irish then.
Yeah, see? I'm quite
I
good
think
at
you
the
stop
Irish
before you offend. I think you stop before you offend everybody.
I'm quite good at the Irish accent.
Uh-huh.
But I won't do it anymore.
No.
Okay. That's
Well,
it.
thanks for watching. Don't forget to do follow us on your Twitches, Facebooks, Twitter. Check out ShopTo. Always some good deals on ShopTo. The payday deals have been quite good the past few months as well, I've noticed.
Yeah, and YouTube.com.
You never you mentioned them actually, but I get a feed from ShopTo every now and then. Might as well since I write for them. And there's some very good deals that crop up. So yeah, do check it out. It's well worth it.
Yeah, and remember you can if you've missed local farmer Jack Sparrow, someone called me. Hey. Arr. Okay. Yep. I've forgotten. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh, I was going to say. I remember. Don't forget, if you're just joining us for this show now, you've missed it because it's the end. But you can watch again on youtube.com/ShopTo. You can also listen on iTunes. You might get that echoey bit in the middle. If you do, sorry about that. That's technical issues. But oh well.
But you see, you're telling them now, so
It's the end.
yeah. So okay, so then you go back and watch it, and then you apologise if some of them don't even know what's happened yet. Okay.
Yeah. But hey, we're live, so what do you expect? Yeah. You get technical issues, and that's all part of the fun. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? It's all part of the fun. Okay, so yeah, join us for our stream at 4 o'clock if you can. Join us for our show again next week. It might not be at 10 o'clock, I don't know. When's it going to be, Dan?
Who's this?
Our show next week.
What's this? Oh, I don't know. What's next week? I'm working in the morning, so it'll be in the afternoon.
4 o'clock.
Probably around the sort of time we do your gaming thingy. So 4 o'clock probably.
Okay, yeah. 4 o'clock next week then for a show.
Oh, hang on. I've got a rest. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we say 4 o'clock. I got there's a wrestling at the Hydro, but that might be Friday, not Thursday. So.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
We'll figure it out. We'll be live sometime next week. We'll let you know when anyway.
Yes.
Okay, we're done. So let's go. Thanks for joining us for the show, and we'll see you next time. Bye.